First he's winning the last.
Reyes versus Thorpe, 10 balls, race to 9.
1, 2, and
Let's
3.
watch their greatness.
Back on the corners. Players are
Special
back
thanks and
early
big
using
credits
the
to Farda
magic
Vlogs
ball
YouTube
rack.
channel for this video.
Nice break from Billy. He's got a shot at the 1 ball. He's going to try to draw this above the 10 and 7, just towards the center of the table. He's kind of going towards that side pocket, so he's going to have to be really careful here. All right. Not sure what happened there, but Efren Reyes has a full view of the 1 ball. He'll be looking to hide Billy.
Table 25. Chris Lulick, table 25.
All right, Billy Thorpe is going for some specialty equipment. You know, he's bringing out his hand shoe jump cue, and he's going to jump over this 3 ball. And he's calling the 2. Well, that was a great attempt, but Efren Reyes will have a clear shot at the 1 ball now with an open pocket, a chance to strike first. Well, Billy Thorpe winning the lag and has a nice opening break, but missed the 1 ball shot and became a strategical game with Efren Reyes. And it will always be tough action. All right.
Rack number 2, Efren leads 1-0.
All right, nobody home, and Billy Thorpe will have a kick shot here. I believe the 8 ball's got him blocked for a clear view of the 1. It's nice to see Efren here playing rotation games. He's really been focusing more on his 1 pocket game here in the last few years, and we will be seeing Efren in some 1 pocket action in the next couple of events at both the Pro 1 Pocket Tournament at Buffalo's Billiards and the Big Dog Billiards Midwest Billiards and Cue Expo. Those are both coming up. The Buffalo's tournament next week, and the Midwest Expo is at the end of June. So look for those and check out Efren in some 1 pocket action. Wow, that was a very small piece of the one ball that Efren was going for. He missed it. Billy Thorpe will have ball in hand now and a chance to tie things up. Everything's pretty much available. Well, looks like Efren's coming to the table again with a clear shot on the 4 ball. And tell you what, doesn't matter how great you play, playing Efren Reyes can be intimidating. Fantastic cue ball control from the Magician, and he's looking at a 2-0 lead. Mr. Ray Hansen and Billy Thorpe set
Rack number 3, Efren leads 2-0.
Great break, and Billy has made the 8 ball, and he's got a shot at the 1. It's like a fantastic opportunity here. Billy Thorpe's left himself a bank shot. Billy is one of the top bank players on the planet and should have no trouble pocketing this short bank into the corner. And he's got a nice cue ball control off of his bank shots as well. Came off a little hot. they'd be looking to play a safety here. It's going to be roll the cue ball up behind the 6. Pretty good cue ball. Wow, what a safety from Efren Reyes. That was a pretty amazing shot there. Let's take another look at it here. 2-rail kick, 1, 2, boom, and right on top of the 10 ball. That was pretty sweet. All right, Billy Thorpe now with a kick shot on the 4 ball. He's left a shot in the corner pocket. Efren, but very close. Efren's looking at where the cue ball is going to come out to for the 5 ball straight across the table. Great shot from Efren. Gets the 5 ball down as planned and knocks the 6 ball around to come into position. Beautiful shot. Efren set to take rack number 3 now as well. With this 10 ball, Efren Reyes will go 3-0 ahead of Billy Thorpe. Just like that. Once again,
rack number 4, Efren has a comfortable lead at 3-0.
all right, Billy Thorpe will be starting off with the ball in hand here. Everything's available. Efren Reyes with a scratch on the break. Billy Thorpe needs to capitalize right here. 2 ball is in a funny spot down below the 5, if you notice. Billy Thorpe 4 strokes away here from getting on the board. All right, Billy Thorpe, just a couple of strokes from taking down rack number 4 here and getting on the board. We've got special guests joining us here once again, the promoter of the event here, Ken Shee. And welcome, Ken. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Thank you, Ray.
How about this match? Is this pretty exciting?
Yeah, I just walked up and I missed that kick shot I would really want to see.
Yeah, we'll show that again here in a second. The kick shot that really netted Efren Dapp here for the event here.
Rack number 5, Thorpe has answered. 1 to 3.
At short notice. And it's really an honor to be a part of it. But tell us about the event here and the date. Why on this date?
Well, last year, a bill was passed through the Senate that was signed off by the governor, Brian Sandoval of Nevada, stating on this day forth, May 18th is going to be considered an Asian Culture Day holiday, a legal Asian Culture Day holiday in the state of Nevada. And what's so big about this is the first time that the United States government has legally recognized Asian culture. Mm-hmm. So this is a very big event, and we have a bunch of, besides this pool tournament, we have a bunch of other events going on. And at the Rio, we have tonight, we actually have opening ceremony downtown under the Fremont Street. And between 10 p.m. and midnight, we're going to celebrate the kickoff of the May 18th, coming May 18th. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people will be down there. And we have a display. We did graphics of that's going to go on the Fremont display of all the different culture
it's really
flags.
Cool.
And also we had special music playing. And then we also have some other events, a show of shows at the Rio, which we have from different countries. Asian countries are coming in, and they're doing special shows to represent their country. Mm-hmm. So that'll be a good one. And then we have at SLSC, we got the Cannes Expo, which businesses come in, and we have
So the pool tournament here, along with all these other events, all really just came together very quickly when this holiday became passed. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So that was just earlier, like maybe February of this year, correct?
Well, the other ones have been set since late last year, but this year, the pool tournament, I was brought in February, so I only had a few months to be able to throw this all together. And you know what? At times I was sweating, but we did get this through, and I'm very, very happy. I mean, we got a great team with Kovac Productions, and we have the help from Vivian. I mean, it's great. We have a great field.
Fantastic field. Well, I think once players see that this is the type of event this is, and the people behind it, you're gonna see more and more support each year as this thing continues.
Yes, and next year we will have we'll have more time, and we're going to make it even bigger next year.
Yeah, it's exciting. Well, Efren Reyes right now pockets a 10, but it will not count unless he called the 10. Yeah, okay, it'll just spot up because he was calling the 3 ball. He's going to let Billy spot this because it's very close to the 7 ball.
Well, I was surprised Efren didn't call that 10.
Yeah, well, that's one of the downsides of the call pocket is that there's no two-way shot, so you have to call one or the other. And of course, the 2 ball, you want to continue your run,
right?
But if he'd called the 10 and made the 2 and not the 10, then it's hindsight now. And Efren's he's got a great angle to come up for the 6 ball, but the 7 is going to be a little tricky. Oh, he went to peel it off right there, and he's going to be pretty straight in on this 6 ball, I do believe, Ken.
He put a little too much on it. He was trying to break it off right there.
Well, Efren's falling pretty straight on the 6 ball, and getting on the 7 is going to be really tricky right now. Ken, I really appreciate you taking time. I know you're really busy here at the event. I really appreciate you taking time to stop by and share with us a little bit about the tournament.
Thank you very much for having me, Ray. And again, I just want to thank my sponsors, Aruz Gaming, for helping us out. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
We appreciate it. And also thank you, and be sure and look for these videos, folks, on the Fada Vlogs on YouTube channel. They're all going to be loaded up there. And we're also recording a second table, so there'll be more matches than you were able to see on the live stream as well.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Ray.
Oh, man. All right, Efren Reyes takes rack number 5 and goes up for the magician here on Efren's
Rack number 6, Efren leads 4-1.
We're honored to be here.
It's kind of like the old guard versus the new guard.
That's it for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Efren's it's been a nice break here, but the 4 ball may have him for the 1. I can't tell from this angle.
Yeah, he might be able to hit it full in the face, but I don't think he could hit it enough to make it. Of course, he could masse around it and make it. I've seen him do that before. Where's the 2?
2's
That's
hanging.
down here hanging,
yeah.
right?
Yep, bottom right.
Well, he's either going to try to kick it in or he's going to...
He could push out also. Would be another option.
Yeah, but, you really don't want to push out unless you have absolutely nothing
Yeah, that's for sure.
to do, because you don't want the other guy to get to the table.
Well, he's really studying this one.
Yeah, I think he might try to masse around it.
It's an important shot.
Because I think if he makes it, as long as he doesn't hook himself, he's got a shot on the 2. No, he's just going to push out. Or is he going to kick at it? See, I thought he might try to kick 1 rail. Okay, he did push out. Oh, he blocked the bank. Okay.
Well,
That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's cut off the 1 rail from Billy and not.
And didn't leave it on the rail where it would be easier to make.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It looks like it's out at least an inch, maybe 2.
And the 1 is frozen to the rail.
Frozen.
It looks like, so that's going to be really hard.
Full
Also,
in the face.
I'm anxious to see what Billy's going to come up with here.
Well, I think that he was just, thin the 1, try to leave it by the first diamond down there, and then bring the cue ball up table. That's what I would try to do.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I like it.
That's exactly what he did. Well, he almost scratched. He hit it, he needed to spin it more.
Well, he's left Efren a look here.
Yeah. He can see the ball full, but he can't see the right side of it. I'm looking right down the barrel pretty much here.
Just look over at Efren's shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, he can hit it full, but he can't cut it to the left-hand pocket.
He might be able to bank it back down into the
He
2
might
ball.
he might be banking it to the left side, or just, wow, he tried to spin around it and cut. Oh, he scratched.
Yeah, got him. All right, Billy Thorpe now with ball in hand and a chance to pull within 2, and it's his break also if he can get out here. Well, it'll be his break no matter what.
Right. Okay, 1 to the 2 to the 3. It looks like the key to this match is getting from the 5 to the 6, which shouldn't be that hard. Or maybe the 8 to the 10. But other than that, it's pretty routine, I think.
Yeah, this one's no bargain here either, but he can just play back to the center of the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah. Yeah. Should draw it out. So he got too. He should have stayed closer to the center of the table, the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm. Mary, I'm going to step away for a moment and turn the mic over to Jeremy Jones. He's going to jump in here with
Okay.
you for a few, and I'll be right back.
Thanks, Ray. Well, this is a treat. Casualty immediately. I don't think Jeremy's awake yet. He just drove the headphone right into his forehead. Oh. Oh, it closed on you. Oh, poor Jeremy. He's wounded before he even gets in action. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Jones.
Hey Mary, how you doing? And great shot there by Efren.
I'm doing good. Just one rail up for the 6?
He'll probably catch 2, just
maybe, just to
as
slow
a
it down.
guide. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just that second rail gives you a nice guide coming down the table, and with the 10 being there. With the 10, if it wasn't there,
Right,
maybe
then you might-
I
right.
go one rail
Yeah.
because the tables are
Are they playing quick?
they're fast, I think, and
Yeah, he hit that very easily.
yeah, and then
It
get
was
away.
almost to the
Yeah,
rail.
yeah. Well,
Wow.
pool balls are a little gummy, surprisingly, so that's going to make the rails bounce a little bit more. Mm-hmm. You don't have quite as much spin on the ball going into the rail, so
That's strange for them being gummy here in Vegas. It's so dry.
yeah. Okay, now we'll get
now,
to see
yeah,
his,
we'll see
his
some-
stroke, yeah. But this shot, a lot of people get fooled. They overhit it trying to pull the ball with low right where,
Would you hit it with inside and go?
no, he'll just pull this out to the center.
Yeah.
A little bit past center. Yeah. Great,
Yeah.
great. And that's
Nice
what
shot.
I wanted people to recognize right there. You realize he didn't overhit it, the ball at all. He just hit it real clean, let the angle
Let the
move the
English do the
ball.
work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And out to a huge lead here
Yes.
in alternate break for
Alternate
sure.
break's tough to come back. We were talking about that yesterday.
Very doable though, believe it or not. It's weird how
Well,
the
with
pool.
the men, it's a lot. Or like
Billy really hitting them.
Yes.
Rack number 7, Efren leads 5-1.
No, and and the thing is, it's not that Billy would always break that hard, but what I've found here is not a very consistent break as far as the 10 balls. So you'll see a lot of guys putting a little more on it because the balls that usually go in, Mary, aren't always going towards the pockets. So
that's what Chen Siming was doing yesterday. She was breaking well and leaving the cue ball, controlling the cue ball, but she wasn't getting a look at the
the
one,
yeah.
or wasn't making any balls, so she started hitting them harder.
Right.
And she lost the cue ball.
Right.
Scratched once.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing, especially these days, believe it or not, a lot of these players can break them really hard and really consistently, but you don't have to do it as all. Okay, great shot there. You don't have to do it as often these days, so you don't stay quite as in tune with the harder break.
Right.
Meaning like these guys, and Billy's crushing them right now, but even usually he won't hit them that hard. It's more of a pop.
Yeah, and look at Shane. Shane doesn't hit him with a lot of power.
Well, Shane's got the best
And
timing.
he's,
It's
the
just his
timing is,
timing.
he's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
but
through the roof.
he told me that he worked on it for months.
Oh yeah.
With his
yeah.
grandfather racking for him in the basement, and
Oh, it's a little thick.
boy.
Yeah.
Well, he took care of the 3 ball, so at least Efren has
Efren will-
to bank it.
Yeah, he'll bank at this, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
You'll notice if he, other than hanging the 3, getting back from the 3 to the 4, you can see where that 6 and 8 are. Could be real tough, just in case he misses it. Real tough for Billy to get back.
Right.
And Shane getting back on that break. That break's been around for a long time.
Yes, I remember
It's
watching
just
in
he-
1980
yeah,
that
he-
ring 10 ball
yeah,
game
exactly.
at
Same
Fred's
balls,
Eddie's.
the same balls, everything. But he just is. he just has perfected it so much. Now he doesn't need this to get. Now this is the
Oh,
one
boy.
place to where
That's
it
the
does
one-
make it
yeah.
doable. Yeah.
Wow.
And Efren knew that.
He
That's
knew
why
it.
he's so upset.
Yeah.
You would think he's upset about missing the bank, and that's not really the case. He's a little upset about that, but really leaving a clean shot
Yeah.
on the 3 was the
Yeah.
one that upset
A
him.
fairly routine shot.
Now he's got to dodge the side pocket here because he's got to straighten this out a little bit. And he did.
He did. Very nice. Look it straight.
And it's amazing when you're down. Sometimes the balls,
The balls
just make
will not cooperate.
well that, and it's just going to make it as difficult as possible to get
Right.
back on the board. Is
Yeah.
what I mean. You know, kind of like.
Yeah. He had enough room where he could really spin it down there. But, you know, now he's got to come back up this end, and he's got to go back that up. You know, he's got to go back and forth,
Yeah.
which is tough, too.
And I'll tell you one thing that's, I don't think sad's the word, but a little unfortunate for guys like Billy and a few of the others that are playing so many bar table events
Yes.
that your mindset a lot of time on the bar table, when the balls are tricky, you pay attention, but you know that you can do a lot of things
Right.
easily,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
but you get in that mindset playing on the big table, and it really costs you because it doesn't take much to get it out of line to where you can't run out. So,
Yeah, I talked to Shane a couple of tournaments ago, and he told me that he wished, because I played with his mother and his aunt. It was
Oh,
my
really?
era.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
And so we have that connection.
you talking about Van Boning?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
Oh,
his
yeah.
he had family that played.
Yeah,
I
his
knew he had
mother
an
and-
uncle
and
that
his
played
aunt.
also. Yeah.
Well, anyway, they played in BCA, and
Oh,
they
okay.
won the bar table championship a couple of times. You know, the two of them. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so that's how I kind of got a little bit connected with Shane. But he told me, he said,
Yeah, some getting checked out there.
yeah.
We would've
Rack
certainly
number
heard if
8.
there was some-
Thorpe trying to
some
catch up
serious
at 2 to
issues.
He
5.
probably just hit his head on the dresser or something. Getting out,
Well, I mean,
you know.
oh wow! I don't know if I've ever seen Efren hit him
I
any
was
better.
just gonna say, he hit him great. Remember,
I don't know
we
if
used
I've
to-
ever
used
seen
to-
him hit
Yeah,
any
I
better,
know.
so.
Man, that was fast. He must be practicing.
Well, on the
Wants to
camel,
go out with a flourish.
yeah. Well, on the camel tour, you know.
He was notorious for having the weak break.
Well, but the 10 ball, that's one of the times I learned this break is, or how defined the break can be, is from Efren. He used to set it up on the camel 10 ball tournaments. He would set the cue ball up on the end rail off a little bit like you might break 10 ball on the bar table. And he would draw the cue ball. He would set it up in the center, and he would draw the cue ball straight up to the end rail. And he
Just
would
straight back.
yeah, and he would make the same balls that we all make now, the 2 balls
Right,
on the
right,
sides and
yeah.
the 4 rails going 4
I'll have to try
corner-
that.
Oh, yeah.
When I get home.
And I haven't seen him do it, you know, going
long
on
time.
20 years, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right, now he's got to slow roll this, I think. I think if he tries to draw it, thinking he might make the 2,
Yeah, he's got to control the 2 ball.
I think so. He looks like he's trying to make them both.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
what a great
That was
shot.
a great shot.
Yeah,
it was
'cause it-
off angle. And,
Yeah, and if the 2 gets away from you at
Yeah.
all,
so many people don't appreciate the little nuances of
oh yeah.
Efren's game.
Now, see, all right, now he's still got issues because the 6 getting to the 9, he can't be on the bad angle of that. So he's going to bump the 6. He's got to make sure he doesn't get elevated, though. Oh, okay.
Oh, he didn't just leave it there. Yeah.
He could leave it there. Now he's going to have to put another nice stroke because, again,
He wants
with
to
the
come
10
down
being
here.
there,
Right.
well, with the 10 being there, you're right. He may play short side on the 6 right
Yeah.
here,
And then just either
either for the
punch
side or the
roll
corner.
over to
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. He knows this is the key.
Well, it's too tough a shot to try and hold on the left side of the 6, making it natural to get on the 9. So
And the thing is, even if you're the greatest slow ball roller in the world, it's when you hit it slow, it's triple tough.
well, you don't want to do it anyways.
In the old days, we never hit
Yeah.
the ball soft because it was level. You didn't know what it would hit on the way to the
Well,
pocket.
and the
you know?
collision from cue ball to object ball can
It's
become
in
very
change.
different. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, so you
Doesn't
want to
take
hit it
much.
with at least a firm stroke.
I was going to say, I
Yeah.
think he's doing what
Oh,
you
he's,
said.
he's doing something we never thought of.
No, that's what I said. I think
you
he might
did?
come try and play short side just because it's so
okay.
natural.
I thought you meant short side on this side of the rail.
No,
In
it's
other
too
words,
tough a
over
shot to
back.
try and hold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this gives him options.
No,
That's
this
the
is a
beautiful
great
thing
shot.
about this. It gives him options.
Yeah.
Ooh, caught it a hair heavy, but
Yeah.
still good.
What a treat this is to sit in the box with you.
Oh.
You're so knowledgeable. I mean,
I thought you were about to say
I
to watch
begged Ray to
play
let me
Efren.
stay. No, I wanted to sit in here because I've already learned a couple of things I'm going to try when I get home.
Okay,
starting with that break.
Efren looks pretty darn comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this week, that's for sure.
He says, even the people
Rack
that
number
can't
9,
play,
Efren breaking away at 6
more
to 2.
from the people that can't play than the people that can.
Oh,
He says
yeah.
because they'll do something that, they're not intentionally trying to do it,
Oh, absolutely.
but something good will happen. And he says, I'll practice it until I own it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And I've said that about recreational players is what Mary's referring to, like people that aren't even trying to play good pool or even better pool, but I'll watch them and you'll see something happen, and I don't know how many times I'll say, "Oh, that's a one-pocket shot.
Right.
That's a one-pocket
right.
shot. That's a
Right,
one-pocket
or you've
shot."
been in that position, you didn't know what to do. And,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's great about this game. You can learn.
Well, that's that
I
round.
love to watch it.
That round object thing.
Yes.
Round objects do a lot of crazy things. So
Yes, they do.
I think he's being aggressive here as
Yeah,
well.
he's using outside English.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Wow.
left it tough though.
Yes,
I
he
don't even
did.
know if he can get at it. I think he can. If he can get at it, he needs to attack here. I don't
you
think
think
there's
he
gonna.
can hit it?
Yeah, and I think it's about where he can make it only. So
Well, yeah.
don't baby it.
Yeah, you're right. Boy, he overcut it.
Yeah, he overcut
Wow,
it.
so he could have made that. But he got fortunate.
Yeah, real fortunate. Efren's going to have to. He's got an easy kick shot if he's got the path. Now, if he's got a masse, it becomes much tougher. Meaning that if
Then
he
he'll-
could kick to the side rail and bank the one to the end rail in between the 5-2 and lay
Mm-hmm.
it on the other side rail. But if he's got a masse it, now everything changes.
Right.
Oh, he's
Oh,
massing
he's
it.
trying to make it in the
Yeah.
corner.
And that's why, because that kick isn't so. Oh, he's massing it, just cutting it in.
Wow.
And watch this shot.
Overcut it too.
Yeah, but he
Wow.
knew he was trying to play a two-way.
Yeah.
Probably the greatest masse player, as far as a pool player that's ever lived, as far as Efren Reyes, I would have to say.
Well, he's the only one that I have seen. Because when I was young, the greats played straight pool.
Say it again?
When I was young, the greats played straight pool.
Right.
So, I started in the mid-'70s.
Mm-hmm.
So, except for guys at the pool room, and I never saw a 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Or we used to play Chicago, and that's what we called 15-ball rotation, and the partners were 1 and 5, and then you had
Yeah,
money
exactly.
balls,
Yeah.
and you'd play so much at ball. And but that's the only exposure I had to rotation. So, the old timers, when I saw them play, they played straight pool. And
Sure.
even the young guys like Siegel and Hopkins
Oh,
played
yeah.
straight pool.
Oh, yeah.
That was what everybody played.
All right, he's going cross corner with this. Okay, nice shot. And you'll notice he hit it a little heavy into the pocket.
Why
That's
is
that great stroke
was that
that got the ball.
intentional?
Well, no, I wouldn't say intentional, but I was just going to comment that the ball didn't even hesitate on going in because of how good the stroke was, the
Right.
follow through.
Okay.
The follow through really opens that pocket up. When you hit a little crudely, the ball wants to kind of keep going instead of just having that jar effect.
Right.
So,
And that's a huge difference too, even with players at my level and Efren's level. I mean, his stroke, he just knows so many things he can do with it.
oh yeah.
Things that don't even enter.
Oh, I don't know if that got there or
Did he hook
not.
himself?
Yeah. And that's twice on that coming across the table shot. One time on going from the 3 to the 4, right when I got
Right,
in the booth,
right.
that he just underhit just a little bit. And it's not so. It may not have been an underhit even. He could have overcut the ball maybe a hair, which made the ball come across a little thinner on a little thinner angle. We got some great matches going on. Justin Bergman playing Ronnie Alcano, Tyler Starr playing Dennis Orcullo.
And who's Roberto playing?
Roberto's playing Tommy Tokov.
Oh, Tommy Cole. Yeah, Tommy's starting to play pretty.
Oh, he's
good
steady.
The past,
He's steady.
Past
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
all Tommy still needs is a little bit of that pressure knowledge. Meaning, when the pressure's on, keep
Right.
everything a little simple.
Right.
Stuff like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know unless it gets really on top of it. Giving up a
no.
nice shot here.
Yeah. Boy, Billy leaped out of his chair. He's ready. So you just slide over and shoot the 4 in the same corner? Yeah.
A little heavy there. Now that's going to cause a problem.
Well, that's
He's going
what
to
I
have
was going to say. You'd have to hit it perfect.
He's going to have to let his stroke out here to bounce to the rail and back out.
Yeah.
Luckily, the 6 is real handy, meaning after he gets on this 5, all he really
Boy,
needs
you
to
hit
do
that
is...
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, being with the 6 where it is, it makes the 5 a lot easier.
Right,
You
now
don't have
if
to
this
worry
is-
so much about shape.
Yeah, that position on the 4 would have been a lot worse, say the 6 was down here on the end rail where he really needed to get nice on that 5. So,
Right.
and that's what I meant about the bar table kind of stuff. When you get in that bar table mode, you feel like you can get anywhere from
Right,
anything. Shots
right.
are easy.
Yeah,
This big table, you really need to pay attention.
it makes you work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was what I was saying before. It's such a shame that there are so many really good, young, great American players now that just need to get to that superstar level, but they don't get to play with each other enough.
Yeah,
Like
right,
in the
right.
old days, and to be tournament tough. There's a big difference between tournament action and money action.
Oh, for sure. And the
Yeah.
pressure's different. Everything's
Pressure,
different.
everything's different. Yeah,
Well,
so
these
it's
guys,
a shame.
You know, these guys like Billy and Sky, and of course Justin we know about, has been a
Right.
great player since he was 18 probably.
Oscar
Yeah.
and,
But those guys are going to get there anyway. I think it's really the next wave that's really missing out. I was wondering why didn't he
Yeah.
just play for the corner?
I
Maybe
think
that's
the stretch got him.
yeah. He really got funny here now. Really funny. Oh yeah, that's what I say. He
Yeah,
got
he's-
really, really funny here,
Oh,
ladies
he's
and gentlemen.
angry.
But I was saying, I think it's really the next wave of players that are missing out. Like the top ones are going to get there no matter what, whether it takes them a little longer. But I think there's another 10 or 12, 15 guys. Yeah, that one wasn't sitting well. Like you might say, like Chris Robinson's and Tyler Stiers
Right.
and
Rack
guys like
number
that.
10, Efren sits comfortably on a 7-2 lead.
Obama.
Is that a hoot? Pushing Medicare. Oh, man.
Okay, pretty good. He got the 1 on the path he wants. He's going to
Yeah.
need a kiss on the cue
Oh,
ball.
yeah, he got it. But I think the 8's, the 8 might have him.
Yeah, it looks like it. If it doesn't, he's got a nice shot to come back towards the 5 with that cue ball. But
He had a good chance of getting a good shot on the 1, too, because the 1 was just drifting slowly down there, and then it got kicked twice by other balls. And
okay,
Well,
he
he
can
must be
see
able to hit
this
the
because
edge.
he's definitely not kicking at this one, trying to come back. It's not sitting nice for that. That's got to go a little bit. Perfect. Whoa, oh,
wait a minute,
wow,
leaked
went
out.
too long.
Leaked out. And he was playing, I think, to go into the 5. and I
Yeah,
think he,
a little reference, a little cushion.
Yeah, and
And that gets him real close to the 8, meaning as far as making the jump a lot tougher.
and you
Tough
know, look
shot
at
here
this.
after
Yeah, you're down 7-2 now.
You got to roll this in after missing an easy shot, making an
Oh.
easy mistake in the last game.
Right.
Okay, Efren probably want to move that rack right here.
Yeah, he's gonna move it.
I don't take any time on moving that rack. And the template's okay by me, but it's cost me a few times, meaning with the ball rolling.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
you
edge
got to
of-
make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
that. I mean, when I don't play tournaments anymore, but when I'm playing at home with people, you know, whoever just.
Oh, he hooked himself. He was trying to go into the edge. Oh, he's having trouble drawing the ball. I thought he was trying to
Yeah.
go into the edge of the 4.
But that's
Now-
what we do. One of us stays down there after the break to snatch the template
Oh,
up.
right.
You know, of course, nobody's going to do that for you in a tournament.
All right, I
But,
don't think Efren called anything, but he should have the best of it on the kick shot here. That's for sure.
Well, he's got a wall of balls to hide behind, but I think he
left him a
I think he
piece.
left him a peek again.
This would be a time for me to take a timeout if I'm. Of course, sometimes I like getting the game under my belt before when I'm trailing to take the timeout. But I think Billy needs to regroup
Yeah.
because it's not like he's playing bad. It's just been like that misposition on the 9 right there. You know.
Yeah. And the chances that he has had, you know, it's always tough.
Oh yeah.
You know, like this. This is not easy.
Great shot.
Boy, you wiggled it in. All right.
Great shot there.
Well, what do you think? This is probably the key ball, isn't it?
Yeah,
Getting
he's
good on
just
the
going to
4
go
to get on
straight
the
up and
5.
down. Yeah.
And has to control that speed.
Attention players, the
and we won't talk about the misfortune of these guys not having a tour, but like Billy's playing, just for instance, Billy's playing Efren right now, right? Mm-hmm. And he's here to win and whatnot, but he knows it's a treat, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, how would you like to have that every match?
Right.
You know what I mean? You're
yeah.
playing Nick Varners and you're playing Earl Strickland.
And Earls, and think how much you can
Yeah.
learn and just
Yeah.
and just have the privilege of playing them, you know?
Yeah. And it takes heart to beat those guys too, and not saying that
That's right.
you have to be born with it. You can develop heart. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, that's exactly right. And heart can be illusory too.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Sometimes you have it, and sometimes you don't.
Sure.
And
No, that's what makes us human, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. And he's being real careful.
Yeah, like if it was his break, which I think it is next, I think it's a good time to take the timeout. 7-3. Go regroup.
Mm-hmm.
You would like to think, oh, well, I'd like it to get a little closer before I take my timeout or towards it. Well, guess what? That might not happen.
Might not happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. The kid, he's a big proponent of
Rack number 11,
CTE
Thorpe trying to inch
01
closer at 3-7.
aiming system.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I was talking to, it's really fascinating. I wish I would have known it years ago, because I had all my own little systems for making each ball, and now
Right.
it's just so easy. you
Yeah.
know? But
Well,
anyway, he's a big
I'm-
proponent of that, and I think we'll see a lot of him. And he just moved here to Vegas, also.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay,
been
good
here
for him.
a few months, and
Well, he's in a good spot then.
yeah.
That's weird. I've never been one on the systems for aiming.
Well, I knew they had, when I was coming up, I knew there had to be some kind of system to aim with, and it had to be fairly simple, because I know a lot of really great players that are not geniuses.
Yeah.
And I know you do too.
Yeah.
And I also know that pool is a mathematical game, so there has to be something.
Well, there's so much physics involved in the collision. That's why, like, all right, if I'm hitting dead center English and everything's perfect as far as the speed I'm hitting or whatever you want to call it, I understand I could show somebody kind of where to hit the cue ball is supposed to hit the object ball, but how can you really show them anything once you start putting side spin on the ball? I mean, it's like
Yeah, it's a very intuitive game.
Right,
But
right.
but the center to edge aiming is basically just to help you pocket the ball, center ball.
right.
And then there are and with different speeds and distance.
Mm-hmm.
The basic rule of thumb.
No, I
is-
know the
is
system.
distant. Oh, you know it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, and so I've been fooling with it for about 10 years. When I first saw on AZ, they were talking about center to edge aiming, and I've always been, it's like the holy grail for me. Every player I ever met, I asked them, how do you aim? And most of them said, by feel, or just, hit a million balls,
Right,
and,
right, right.
and that type of thing. And a lot of them wouldn't tell you even if they used a system, because
Right.
that's not the way it was in the old days.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Unless somebody mentored you, took you under his wing,
Right.
you didn't learn those things.
Well, and I'll tell you one thing,
Or it
though.
took you a lot longer.
Yeah, but I just like for instance, when you miss a ball, I've rarely ever heard a good player say, "Oh man, my aim was off." You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
I've always heard from them, "Oh, I put a bad stroke on the ball, or I babied the ball, or I hit the ball in my
Right.
purse."
And all of those.
It always involved the stroke more than the aim.
Right.
So that's why I feel like
And that's
after you play for a while,
very valid.
Yeah, and once you play for a while, you get
develop
very
a feel.
you get very confident on aiming.
Right.
Okay, big shot here for Efren, going 3 rails to a gap on I think. Yeah, that's why I was
1,
saying
2.
he struggled with a few shots when he needed a little power. So,
Yeah. Billy leaped out of his chair, and at least this is more of a routine shot.
yeah, not routine shape though.
well-
Ooh, he may have to play for the 3-7 combo.
I think he'll just come over to this side of
Yeah,
the table.
I think as great as he shoots, he keep it simple here and try and get a look at that combo.
Right.
Don't get hooked. You're not getting hooked that way. And you can, if you don't like it, you could probably play a pretty good safety behind it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, like here, he could just play a simple safety. Oh, he's going to play the 7. Okay, so that means he's rolling his ball into the 5 with the cue ball, I'm assuming.
Well, and the cue ball's going to have to tangle with the 5 and the 10.
Yeah, but
That's
I don't
it.
think he can afford to hit this hard. The 3 will get away from there if he hits it hard.
Yeah, I think
and
he
the
has
cue
to
ball.
hit it
Yeah, he has to roll
easy.
this, I think. Huge shot here. Here's where you know that's the right shot. Just trust it. Just trust you're aiming right.
He should go into the 10, I think. Okay. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah,
and
nice shot.
Now he's in the clear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, pretty simple stuff here. Just
Right.
make sure you get up on the 4, not too thin. There you
Don't
go.
jack yourself up. See, this is what happens to you when you're behind. Just
He
little
can go,
stuff like
yeah,
this, you know?
but he can go forward underneath the 10, so he's okay. Now, if he had to come above the 10, that would have been an issue.
That's true.
So
Yeah, he was fortunate.
he's just
in
got to
this
pay
spot.
attention to these last 5 balls here. Remember that 9 ball he got out of line on kind of simply a couple racks ago. Really trusting the roll out of the table. I like that when a player realizes they can trust that ball rolling into position. It's a big factor rather than having to, like some people,
Force it or spin it there.
or come 2 rails into position.
right.
You know, when you're trusting that roll out of the ball, that's huge. Can make the game very simple sometimes.
Yeah, and he's hitting it with firm, with just the stun with a little bit of spin, and it's
Yeah.
just enough to twirl it off the rail.
I'll tell
He's
you.
playing good.
Yeah, he's like that Revo. I'll tell you that. Maybe, but I
Rack
love
number
my
12.
Revo.
Thorpe slowly closing the
guys
gap
are
at
playing
4
with
to
it,
7.
that's for sure.
What do you play with?
Ooh. Now I don't think he's going to make one here. As the cue ball
Oh,
got
he's
kissed in the
gonna
hole?
scratch? No, he's
No. Ooh, where do you roll out here? The 1-3's dead. Even on a kick shot, it's dead.
Yeah, and you can't roll forward. You got to try to get past the 5 and the 9.
You got to roll out probably to the right side of the 1 somehow, but then you're going to be in like a world of hurt too, because you can't let him see enough to where he can pin you.
Right.
So I mean,
And you don't want to put him where his shape is easier.
yeah, this
you got to
is.
try to figure out where his.
I don't know where to roll out here just yet.
Well, he's trusting his roll, like you said. Let's see how accurate he's going to be.
Yeah, but now he's going to be pinned underneath the 7 at the very worst, or banked away, and if it had gone any further, Efren would have kicked the 1-3 in. So this is, in Billy's defense, just a difficult situation
was
he
hard-
was
it was
in.
terrible.
Yeah.
And
I don't see Efren being able to return this, right? I mean, at bare minimum, you got to jack up and draw your ball behind the 5-9 and just bank the 1 down here on the other end of the table. I think at the worst, that's all you can do.
yeah, he can't. There's no way he can kick at it. Kick it in. Kick the 5 in. What is that? The 3? The 3.
He's trying to bank the 1 by up here by the 10 and kill the ball behind the 7. Now, it used to be this would be almost a hanger for Efren, but it's a little delicate because he's got to draw it with a little inside. So now he's going to play that other shot I was talking about, I think. Okay, he played it that way.
No, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
And that's what I mean as far as where was Billy going to roll out to.
Wow.
It's just
Wow.
super
and
tough.
you called that too.
Yeah.
But how good did he hit that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Super good.
just
And
rough.
hey, lucky not to be froze, really.
It just.
Okay, he's kicking 2 rails at the side. Is that right? 2 rails
yeah,
at the side.
Yeah, I think so. I think
And
one
anywhere
rail-
on the bottom of this 1 ball, with the traffic the way it is, he could come away clean here. If he knocks the 1 down table and let the cue ball float back towards the 7, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he caught a little thin, so he's going to need some help. Some tough,
Well, he
tough
left him
spot.
jacked up.
He's jacked up, and he's got issues getting from the 4 to the 5. 5 is tough.
Yeah.
Of course, first things first with this shot.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like to me hitting down on the ball has been the issue for Efren in a couple shots this match. Top English, he's been perfect. Down on the ball, he's had a little bit of a problem. No problem there, though.
No, he actually came out pretty well.
Yeah, he's perfect. He can just hold his ball.
Now,
Would you go into the 5-9 shooting the 3? Is that what you were about
No,
to say?
I was going to say off the 3. When I'm playing the 3, would I go into that? Because if
That's
I
what
go
I
into
say,
them
yeah.
good, then I'll be there for the 4.
And he may right here because he's so good. If he catches anywhere in front of that 5 on the rail, he should come off the 5 out to the center of the table for the 4. I don't think
hit
he'll
the
do
9
it.
full and bump it up table towards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Efren's had a couple times chances here to get on the heel, so I don't know if he's going to take that chance. I think he may try and come down, play position on the 4 to come across the table and get behind the 5.
And don't even fool with the balls at all.
Well, I'm saying like...
That's what Buddy would say to do.
Yeah.
Buddy hated to go into balls unless he had
this
to.
is sitting about as good if you're going to take a chance.
Right.
But he wants to catch the second rail. He doesn't want to go in directly if he's going to go in.
Oh, he missed it completely.
He was
was playing shape, but to play on
or
the 4.
maybe just edge the 5. Just
Yeah.
barely edge it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's so good. He may have been playing that. And this is what I was talking about. Get behind the 5. If you don't like
Right.
it, lock him up.
Lock him up, yeah.
He needs to get on the hill. He was
Is
up
he going to
7
draw
to
it
2.
or is he going to punch it off the rail?
He's got to force.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Meanwhile,
Don't
he
go
got
too far.
No, he got perfect. He got perfect, I think, to where he can try and run out now.
Yeah, maybe.
It's close.
Yeah.
Like you,
I'm sitting here leaning, looking at the screen
Yeah.
like I'm sitting and watching it.
I do it all the time.
Catch myself doing it.
2D stays 2D no matter what.
Right. That's funny. Okay. I think he's
Yeah.
doing what you said, just pop it out. No, he's locking him up.
Yeah, and that's that. I think being up, he was up 7 to 2 and had 2 opportunities to get on the hill.
Yeah.
So he really is wanting to get on the hill, so he doesn't take that chance right there.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty smart. I mean,
Yeah, and he might not have even been able to make it, and that was his plan all along.
maybe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little more value playing call shot because now a player has to call the kick shot.
Right,
They
you
can't
can't get
just
lucky
fluke
on you.
something in, which
Right.
I've kind of like the old rules better than the call shot myself, but just because safety is so easy.
Yeah.
Like, I could have taken anybody off the street. Now, they might not have hit it as good as Efren,
Right.
but I could have gotten them to bump the 5 by the 9 with no problem,
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and it puts, like I said, it puts more value on the safety, which in turn, I think makes the great players play safe a little more often. And I like them, see them making great shots myself, so,
Me too.
yeah.
Me too. That's because we're old school.
Yeah, and they still do. I mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, the better echelon, the upper echelon players are still looking to be aggressive
Right,
and make the great
right.
shot. So,
Yeah.
okay, so I wouldn't say totally routine. Anytime the 9's on the other end on the side rail, and you'll notice the 10's not just over the pocket. So he's going to have to pay attention here.
Looks like he got straight on the 7. And
Well, that's okay. He can stop
He might
there and
just
play
stop
short
and slide
side.
over,
Yeah,
yeah.
And
or no, he's going to follow it, I think.
well, he plans on
two rails.
getting behind. Oh, that's a little weak. That's not going to be what he wanted. Now he's going to have to. He wanted to play short side on the 9 anyways, but now he's really going to have to play short side, I think.
And it's going to be tough to get there.
Rails
3 rails.
to a blind pocket on the 8. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, he'll just float it though. Watch. That's the beautiful. Oh,
Oh, man.
is he going to get there? Because he did hit a little thick.
I think the roll's going to. It's those last few inches. It looks like it's going to stop, and then it just rolls.
I think he's got to cut the 9 though. If he tries to pull this,
yeah,
he could catch
might
the
catch
point.
the point,
Yeah.
right? How many times have I done that, too?
Oh, me too. Okay,
Oh,
he
he hit
can
it
put a
nice.
nice stroke on it there. Yep.
Yeah, he hit it nice. Need to about the magic rack. It's crooked laying there in the middle of the table. It's been moved 10 times.
Ooh,
Oh, boy.
a little heavy on that 10 as well,
Yeah.
but never.
Rack number 13, Efren sits on a hill at 8 to 4. Will his killer
Got a nice
instinct
shot
kicks
on
in
the
to end
2,
this
3
game?
over the
Let's
pocket.
find out.
4's dressing up over the pocket. So basically, this shot here and getting clear with the cue ball, Mary.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
he's right in between, slow rolling it and having to go back and forth a couple. Cause,
How would you hit it?
it's just a straight high ball. Looks like to me he's got to try and get to the left side of this table.
Oh, he hit it pretty firm.
Okay,
And he's going to play for the pocket.
And that's
For
a great shot
for
because
between the 7 and the. Look at this. Did
I
he
didn't
hook
know
himself?
I didn't know he could beat going by the 6 coming off that rail and go
Right.
2 rails behind, on the
Yeah.
back side of the table. So
Boy, did he got lucky he could see that. He almost hooked himself
yeah,
behind the 10.
well, he'll just come straight at the 5 right here. Ooh, that's a little short.
That's
Not
okay.
saying
He
it's
can
a
just
problem,
slide it over because the 6, he'll shoot the 6 in
but
the
yeah,
side, I
the
think.
6 is real accessible. So
Yeah. He doesn't really have to do much. Yeah. So say, don't let him land on the 50-yard line again.
yeah, but this is what I'm
But
talking
this
about
is
as
a
far
nice
as
shot.
as far as paying attention though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if he falls a hair to the wrong side here, now he's
Oh,
gotten
this is-
straight, so he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But if he goes right now,
Now
it's
it became tough.
Yeah, it comes tricky.
Yeah. And he still is having to hit it with a little bit of throwing.
He's got to draw all the way back.
Yeah.
Or okay,
That's
nice
good.
shot. But I mean, as far as like
Yeah, it made the shot tough.
yeah, and the bar table looking, the bar table gets you to where you're not looking as much
Right.
at your work, and
Yeah.
big table will really remind. Hey, I got to pay attention here.
Yeah, it's a big equalizer, the bar table. You see that? See what?
Yeah, the rack hopped a little.
hopped. These
No.
guys don't care.
No. I think if you're got a cut on it now, he would have moved it
Yeah.
because coming across the ball, but a real full hit. He knows Billy has a more successful break more often than not successful. Ooh.
Boy.
All right, now what's the 1? Is it going to get a big enough bounce?
Oh, boy.
And the 5.
It's always the last ones rolling.
I don't think he can do anything here, but just maybe roll him on top of the 5. I mean, he could cut the 1 into the 5 and let the cue ball come back down the left side of the table and use the 8 and the 2.
Right.
It's a pretty easy shot.
Yeah, it might be. That's what I think I would try to do.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy shot overall. But if you roll the 1 up and just put him on the 5, well, you leave him a makeable kick maybe. Meaning the 1's going
Right.
to be near that low rail and,
Yeah.
and it becomes very makeable. So I think, like Mary said, he's just going to edge the 1 into the 5, come down the left side of the table. And he needs to hit it, though. That's a big mistake not hitting that.
Oh, boy, he's lucky he didn't hit that point.
Okay,
He
I
came
know that
close.
too, but he did get the hook. I'm looking straight down it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to curve his ball? Eesh.
Wow.
This is a touchy shot here. I don't think he can go level at this ball. I think he's got to curve it.
Well, maybe he's just
Oh, wow.
he's just calling the pocket just in
Yeah,
case,
to overcut
you
it
know?
maybe.
Yeah.
Run the cue ball back behind here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
that's-
just it's no good.
And that type of shot, I think Mary had the exact thing in mind. The only thing Billy needs to learn on that is commit one way or another, meaning, all right,
Right. Exactly.
I'm calling at the speed to try and make it.
Right.
The shot is
Or
to
don't
make
cut
sh-
it as much. Yeah.
right,
Something.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
that cut is all
Or
he
too
had.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and hit it hard enough to get the 1 back across.
Right.
He's going into him.
Oh boy.
Efren
He was coming around the
Yeah,
3 rails.
a bunch of rails.
4 rails.
Efren can't sit still right here on the hill.
He's laughing.
Okay, so in a tough spot here again. Cue ball looks dead froze on the rail. I'm really kind of shocked he was going 4 rails around. I mean, nothing shocks me with Efren, and usually his execution on stuff like that is pretty amazing.
Wouldn't you like to be able to listen to what he's thinking? In our luck, we'd be in Filipino, so we wouldn't be able to understand it anyway.
Say that again?
As if we could listen to what he's thinking, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
would probably be in Filipino anyway, so we wouldn't be able to understand
Great
what he's
shot
talking
there.
about.
Great shot there on the 2-8. And now just got to pay attention. He's got an open rail. Yeah.
4.
And the beautiful thing about the 4 is you don't have to get close to it. You want to be above it a little bit to where you just get a nice angle to come across. So he'll just come straight across above the 7 here, hitting before the side pocket. Key here is get that bounce off the second rail here. You want to have an angle on the 4. You don't want to be like dead straight. Oh, again, he hit it a little heavy.
All
And
right,
so
he's
now,
okay.
that's what I'm saying, though. Now he's got to let his stroke out draw on his ball. He would much
Right.
rather be above this a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there,
like
where
there.
exactly, where he can just run his ball.
Yeah, let it just, yeah. It's natural.
Yeah. And anytime you're more full on the ball, you got to hit it
And
harder
here
to
he
make
is
it
again.
move.
He's standing on one leg, and everything's tricky. Well, you hit that good. Bounce, get off the rail. These guys do so well, and I know you do so well. You're just coming in with the best, the proper speed and
Oh yeah. Well,
the
angles.
optimum angle. Yeah.
Once you get confident, and you're not worried about an angle. An angle really being.
You see him lift up when it was getting ready to roll over that rack.
And he got on the 50 here again.
Oh boy,
And
he sure did.
Yeah, then cut in the side or in the corner.
Or a bank.
Yeah, or a bank.
What'd you do?
I'm cutting it.
Cutting
I'm
it?
usually
Me too.
almost always
Me
cutting
too.
the ball, but
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, nice shot.
Boy, you hit that good. This has not been an easy rack.
No, not at all.
And then again, here you got to
Yeah.
make sure you don't scratch in the side. You got to make sure you come off the second rail. Yeah, he's moving the rack. See?
Well, you can feel the finish line, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Kind of jacked up.
Well, you got to pay attention to it. Now we're
Everything's
playing
tough.
on. Yeah. Not,
Oh, he hit that good.
not easy diamonds
Uh-oh,
we're playing
50-yard
on.
line again?
No, he's good. Well, a little bit past it, but still.
Boy.
No, it may have to pull this. I don't know. No, he's going to overcut it a little bit with a little inside. Play it to the left side of the pocket.
Efren for the win.
Very nice.
Efren Reyes moving
Subscribe
on.
for more Efren's magic.